computer. Good morning, and I'm just here today with Colette. So Colette is one of my lovely online members. So Colette's not even anywhere near where BeFit is, are you, Colette?
No, I'm definitely not. I'm miles away up in Cheltenham, but I was lucky enough to discover BeFit online.
And so Colette's been with us. So Colette, you've been with us pretty much since the start of the first lockdown, haven't you? So you've been with us online for quite some time now, and we love having you. So you've done lots and lots with us as well, haven't you? So if you just want to just tell everybody that's watching just a little bit about how you found us, what you've done with us in the last 18 months, and just all about your online little journey. So what online is like for a normal person. So
yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah. Well, before the lockdown, probably like lots of people, I had actually had a membership to our local gym, which is at the leisure centre. So I used to take advantage of that membership, and probably I used to go probably 3 or 4 times a week. And I'd sort of get up in the morning, head off over there, do a class that I fancied. They had quite a lot of Les Mills classes. And then I'd normally stay for a coffee with the girls after and then drive back. So it was really fun, but it was obviously a huge chunk out of my day. And also, once lockdown kicked in, I was a bit bereft, really, because I'd realised that was like a large part of my routine.
Yeah.
So then it was a complete coincidence, really, how I found BeFit online. I'm not sure I would have discovered it, but I have a very good friend who is also a member of the outdoor boot camps. Yep. So I'd seen a link to Ali and BeFit and had a look at it and thought, oh, this could be the answer. So I soon started, and I was actually really blown away, because at that stage, obviously, everything was new and it was quite early, but it was so impressive just having such a choice from the beginning of different classes, and the fact that you kind of could get a little link and know instructors from virtually almost anywhere in the world at the time. So it was really good. So I started doing a couple of early morning things a week, well, probably about 3 a week to get me going. And obviously it has evolved over time, and I think there's more choice than ever now. And then once the gyms opened again, I just decided to stay online, really, because it saves me so much time. It saves petrol. It just is a lot more efficient, and I kind of enjoy it just as much because you're doing it. I mean, I know that if you can't make a live class, it's obviously a great benefit that you can do the recordings if you feel that you've missed something you really wanted to do. But I'm personally much better doing a live class, because I'm one of the people that does miss a slight sort of social and interaction thing. And you definitely still get that doing online, because obviously the instructors are all lovely and chatty, and
we do talk to you. Yeah, exactly. I do think that that's kind of, I mean, obviously I market online, I market because I think our online program is like fantastic, just like you do. So when I'm marketing it, or when I'm talking about it, and especially kind of this time of year when people are like, oh, I'm not coming to outdoor boot camp, oh, it's too dark to drive. And I'll say to them, why not try online? They all kind of, normally the first response is, well, I can't do online. I need someone there to tell me what to do. And I think that's a big misconception, because we are there still telling you what to do. We'll still talk to you through the, through the screen. It's still very interactive. And like you said, I mean, I do it since I've left my day job and come back to this full time. I was going to a gym where I've been for 12 years. And then I thought, you know what? Like you, it's such a huge chunk out of my time, because I would drive from here to Andover, do my workout, stay and have coffee, which was great. It was fantastic. But then I'd be driving back, and then you're like, oh no, it's this time and I haven't made tea and I haven't done this. And so that potentially what was an hour's workout was 4 or 5 hours out of my day sometimes. And then you're catching your tail, and then it was just, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go online. And it's just so easy. Like you literally say, just you choose your class, log on, and it's done, isn't it? And I mean, some of the classes are only 15 minutes. So it's 15 minutes, you're done for the day. And then you can just carry on and still get social, because obviously we interact on class. We still have the same, you know, you're coming to our Christmas party, aren't you?
Yeah, that will be really good fun. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, so that will be the first time that I'll meet a lot of people in real life. But
Real life.
really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
I think it's so different doing lives than doing videos, though, because a few times when I've done a video, I mean, I'm guessing it does depend a bit on your personality.
oh no, I would switch it off. I would stop and start wondering.
Yeah, but if you've got the instructor there in front of you, and also you feel safer as well, because you know that if you're using bad technique or doing something wrong, then the instructors are there to you know, point out those things. So it's a lot safer as well than just doing it from video, I think. But yeah, and you're right what you said about the times as well, because obviously it's much more flexible, really, because there's such a broad choice that you can choose a quick one or a long one. And I've just chopped and changed the whole 18 months, really. I mean, I do really love doing body pumps, so I do that quite regularly, but I've done, you know, ballet tone, Zumba. I quite regularly do the Swiss ball class, bendable Pilates, boogie bands. You know, I love everything. And actually, sometimes if you're just on a different schedule and you haven't got time to go to your usual thing, you just kind of can go, oh, what do I fancy trying that I've never done before? And because you've been, you know, well, certainly because I've been doing it for 18 months, you feel comfortable now that everyone's going to be friendly and you're not afraid to try something new at all either, which is another really brilliant.
Yeah, and I think that's another bonus as well, because obviously sometimes, especially as not that men don't feel it as well, because they most certainly do, but certainly as women, sometimes we can feel a little bit self-conscious going into a gym or a gym class or a new place where all of those people are there. So by doing it online, like, that just goes, doesn't it? Because, you know, even if you don't want to have your camera on, you can turn your camera off and we'll still check in with you and still check you're okay. Obviously we can't see if you're skiving or not, but if you kind of are a little bit self-conscious, there's not other people there, you can have your camera off, you can have just yourself on the screen or just the instructor. And it kind of just it just takes away, doesn't it? Just a little bit of stress from going out and being learning with other people and the choice. So, I mean, I know from like just our online program, we've got your favorite Les Mills. I didn't find your Hedgehog Pilates, did I?
Oh, no. That's the only thing that hasn't been, that's the only thing I think I've ever done at my real life gym that hasn't been replaced. But I think it is quite a rare one, isn't it? Most people are like, what's that?
Couldn't find it anywhere. I did ask, but we've got all of your brands. So we've got your Les Mills, we've got Boogie Bounce, Clubber Size, Zumbas, literally everything, kettlebells, body attack, step, so much. I think we've got about 60 classes a week for people to choose from, so there is pretty much something for kind of everyone. Isn't, I would say, definitely.
Yeah, there is, and all times of day, really, whichever time is your preferred time, or if you're just flexible depending on your routine, there's always something, really. And also, you know, I don't think you really you just need a little space in your house, and it's sort of like everyone's in the same boat with showing off their house a little bit and
showing really, off the mess in my house.
Everyone's a tiny square, aren't they? It's just you really, and the instructor. Once you're going, you don't really see what other people are doing necessarily, because I think some people perhaps are a bit intimidated by being seen on the screen. But my feeling is that once you get going, you're just interested in what you're doing and what the instructor's doing, really, and you don't really necessarily have the time, or you know, because
you should be working hard, Colette. You should be too busy working hard to worry about anybody else. So I definitely can't wait for next Friday to meet you for the first time. So just because you're online, and you actually are online and away from me, so I do have members that's not here and members that are here, you're still kind of included, aren't you? So you're still in this big social family thing. It's not just like you log on and then you forgot about.
No, that's it. I mean, really being online, especially being in the Facebook group, there's also so much extra support. I mean, just the posts and snippets of information, the social side with people's general input is really an added bonus as well, because you do feel like you're part of a bit of a team, even like you said, if you're remote like I am. So it's definitely you don't really feel like a satellite, you just feel totally involved, even though you're far away.
But I think that's it as well, isn't it? It's kind of still having that community and family spirit thing. And I don't think you get that sometimes in gyms neither. So I think it's quite nice that we've got that. So here we are, coming to winter. The clocks are gone. It's dark. It's miserable. And probably 80% of people, especially those that's outside with me or that go running or do other things, are going to start slipping down on their fitness, because nobody likes driving in the dark. I absolutely hate driving in the dark. there's less light hours in the day. It's dark, isn't it? The minute you get up and dark by the time you're having your tea. And generally, because the clocks change, our moods change and everything else changes, doesn't it? And we get a little bit hot chocolate and marshmallows rather than salads and workouts. But what would you, as people who are going to give up their fitness or thinking about giving up their fitness, what would you say to them about coming online? Because I think that that's like, it's a no-brainer. They should just come online and keep it up over Christmas, really.
Yeah. I think it's a no-brainer as well. I mean, I would say to them that obviously it feels to them like it's going to be different to what they're used to, but any preconceptions that they have that are worrying them, give it a try and they will love it.
Yeah.
They'll find something for them. So don't let any small worries or preconceptions about it stop you doing it. Give it a try, and then I think you'd be hooked.
I agree. And I do think it's that give it a try. It is different, isn't it, from that gym thing or that boot camp thing. And sometimes them first few classes can feel a little bit strange, but I think once you get into that swing of it, it's just second nature, isn't it? And I absolutely love it. And I'm so glad that we've got our online program. So glad it's staying. It's not going anywhere. And it's just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Well, I love it as well. I mean, I think it's really been brilliant during the lockdown period, but I love it so much that I'm not going back to the other way. Do you know what I mean? So that says a lot, I think.
That's me too. You know, I'm not going back to a gym. I've been a member of a CrossFit gym for 12 years, and I'm not going back.
No.
You know, I like what I do. It fits in with my lifestyle. You know, I'm a mum of 5. I run a business. I've got a dog. I've got so much on my plate. I can't afford 5 hours out my day really to do the same thing I can do in my kitchen for half an hour. I just haven't got that time. And actually, like you say, I haven't really got the money to spend all that money on fuel. And then obviously your memberships, most of them are tied in. Whereas with this, you can you can pay as you go for a class for like £2, I think our class of stars.
Yeah, that's something that you haven't mentioned actually, that it is actually fantastic value for money.
Yeah.
Because there's so much, you know, you're paying in, but you could get so much out of it. And we haven't really talked about that, but
no, I haven't. I mean, so our online membership is what, $24.99 a month for up to like 300 and whatever classes there is per
month. As much as you want.
And then you get your on demand as well. So if you did want to do a video, you can. And then there's the community, and then there's the PT support. And then if you skint 1 month, you don't have to, you're not tied into a contract. If you're going on holiday or you've got no money, you can be in and out. So it is totally flexible to fit in with our lives, because nobody knows what's happening next week anymore, do they? So yeah, I wouldn't change it, and I'm glad you're not changing it, because I don't want you to go anywhere. Although I do want to see a few more selfies of you, Colette, because it is almost.
Oh, I am a bit camera shy. I know. I do.
You are a bit camera shy. Yeah, but there you go. You're camera shy, but you're still loving life online, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Right. I will. Thanks for that, Colette, and I will see you
Friday
for the Christmas party. Thank you. Bye-bye.